Okay, and here we are with the 6-2. What to do? I think it's very difficult to be a role model on this cross. The 6-2. The 2 doesn't like confrontation, particularly half of these beings that are going to be unemotional. For the emotional ones, it's going to be different. For the emotional ones, obviously, they're going to have a very powerful 36-6 force in them. But to see clearly that because of the 3-2 phase, there are all these people that are scared by confrontation in their youth. In other words, they think there's something that they believe in, that they want to stand up for, and they get smashed down for it. They make that move that they think that is really the way they think to do. The experience that they think that it will lead to the expectation that they get ashamed, smashed for it. It becomes very, very difficult for them to be their role model. As I said, if they are unemotional, you know very well this is a very, very difficult cross configuration because her not self is going to be oriented towards non-confrontation, avoid confrontation, avoiding truth. The 26th gate, I don't mean to give it a hard time. It's me. I understand its nature. The 26th gate, it's incapable of a great deal of misinformation, disinformation, and lying when it's part of your cross. If you're not operating correctly, if not just about clouding what other people get, it's about clouding what you see within yourself. So to be the 6-2 on this cross and to go through the difficulties of the third line team, that go through the first part of this life, that's going to be a healthy force, and it's not going to be a force that's really needy, ready to be an example of what the deal of confrontation is. The deal on this cross is that the other confronts you, not you confront them. It's the power of you being a pure role model to come off the roof, off of this cross. I don't know what anybody here, so I have not seen that. I would like to see, frankly, what's going to look like, because one of the things to see in that whenever we're getting to the end in the process, what we're doing is what we're looking ahead. When we're looking ahead at one of those most instrumental gates. We're looking at one of the key mutations in humanity, and this is this thing what's going to launch us into the world. We're going to enter into Eden. We're going to enter into paradise and be thrown out. And so the confrontation that's building a confrontation within the responsibility of purpose. The first 8 heterograms are the process, the inherent process. In this case, the inherent material process, that's the form principle. But remember that all these quadrants are described through their purposes. Purpose through form, first the form, then the purpose through the form. So we're moving towards that purpose. We have to build Eden. We have to yet come to ground these trees of Eden. We're on our way. All this about building the infrastructure of form, and the great glue of the planet is money. It's material. So then we go to the sixth tree. So the sixth tree is a particular the sixth tree because it's looking at the sixth tree. The sixth tree says, I don't want confrontation. I don't want to fight you. God, you don't have to send me out into the world, would you? Do I really have to go out in the world? Do I have to do something with all this? Isn't it enough that I can just take it in? Isn't it enough that I can just survive? No, no. And it's a dilemma of the 6-3, and particularly since I'm dealing with a 1-3-3, and again in the materialism and the problems of not feeling like you're adequate, if suffering the martyrdom, there are these many generators that are threes on this cross. If you could measure the depth of this slavery, it's incredible. This is the bicycle driver in the middle of some third, fourth world environment, saving a penny a day, working 16 hours a day, and never, ever, ever having enough. And you're looking for is why should this all be a problem? Why is it necessary for us to have this confrontation? Why can't we just be placed here on earth to be at peace in the form? Why can't we just be giving forms that don't need to be fed? Why aren't we giving the forms that are just all right, no problems? You see, the 6-3 on the Scots is sort of like a job. The righteous man that says, why is everybody just okay? Why do I have to make it difficult? For what reason? It doesn't make any sense. Life is terrible. It's difficult. Remember, it's a 6-3 life. It was disappointing because some ruler was controlling it. Some other was always controlling it. I never get to my chance. I ever try to somebody knocks me down. This is left, right. It's not that. And the 6-2 is looking from that roof, and it looks over the 12, and it says, it looks like nice. It really looks nice. There's trees and there's gardens. I give it up for that one. So very nice. Just give it up for that one. Well, thank you very much.